It might be cattle country here in Red Oak, Texas, but inside this tiny garage, well, if you ask Lonnie Doyle, it's an automotive revolution.
This is what I'm currently designing right now.
This is his Doyle rotary engine, and if it ever made it into your car, it could potentially save you thousands of dollars on gas. Considering that a typical American family of four pays about $4,300 a year to fill their tank, that would be a savings of more than $1,000 a year. A lot of families would like that. This family is working hard to make that happen. Lonnie does the design, and his son Casey does the machining.
We have two rows. This is the intake and compression row of pistons you see here, and the other row is the power and exhaust.
Doyle's engine has 12 pistons around a central crankshaft. Compared to the 4, 6, or even 8 pistons you've probably got in your car right now.
One big advantage that we have is on a conventional engine, when the exhaust valve opens, that leftover energy just goes out the exhaust. We don't have to do that. We actually get to keep that energy in our combustion chamber.
And if Lonnie can sell his little engine to the car manufacturers, it could mean big things for his family.
So if this works out, you're going to have to buy your wife something nice.
Oh yeah, I'll have to buy her something really nice. We'll all have something nice if this works out.
Okay, Lonnie's not the first tinkerer who thinks he can reinvent the wheel, or in this case the engine. The internal combustion engine has been under the hood as long as cars and trucks rolled off the assembly lines. And despite its inefficiencies, like using too much oil and having too many moving parts, it still worked reliably.
To a large extent, it really is the same engine from 100 or 120 years ago.
Chris Atkinson has been testing engines for 2 decades. He says with gas prices skyrocketing, just adding more hybrid electric or all-electric cars isn't enough.
This has led to a new dawn, if you like, of people coming up with really interesting, innovative new engine concepts that have the potential to get a 10, 20, 30% fuel efficiency improvement in time.
But to get the engine from here to here, you first might want to come here. This is the Society of Automotive Engineers exhibition, held every year in Detroit. Gearheads and motor enthusiasts like the Doyles come to check out the latest high-tech auto toys. And more engine alternatives are making it to the showroom floor.
I've been in this business for a long time, and I've never seen this level of activity and excitement.
The Doyle family has plenty of competition. Among them,
the Scudery's split-cycle design separates intake and compression from power and exhaust.
This is the Scudery split-stroke engine, twice as many pistons as a conventional engine.
We believe if you take a typical automobile and you pull one engine out and you drop our engine in, you're going to be looking at better than a 50% gain in miles per gallon and possibly up to as high as 100% gain, which is doubling your mileage.
The Scudery engine has venture capital backing, $70 million worth. And a short ride outside Detroit is another newfangled internal combustion engine in the making.
All right, let's go take a look.
Eco Motors and their opposed piston, opposed cylinder engine. The engine is flat, and
we can put a similar engine right here with a clutch in between it. Now you have 150 horsepower. But when you step into it and you need more power, the second engine just seamlessly comes on. That's worth about a 30% improvement in efficiency.
Don Runkle's engine is, at least for now, off to a running start. Microsoft founder Bill Gates and venture capitalist Vinod Khosla have put up about $25 million worth of funding. Then there's Lonnie Doyle. Venture capital funding, zero. But there's one great equalizer. None of these engines has actually made it into a car yet.
Something like that is a radical departure. Obviously takes you on a very different sort of learning curve to redevelop everything you know.
But these engine entrepreneurs say changing the design of the engine is actually less radical than automakers developing more hybrids or all-electric designs.
99% of the parts that are used in today's engine will go into this engine.
Frankly, while Ford is a full-range manufacturer, what's the compelling reason I want to start all over on a technology learning curve, basically throwing away literally billions of dollars in assets to manufacture our engines, right, to jump onto a different horse which we don't know enough about yet.
But Ford might be changing its tune. The day after we interviewed Dan Kapp, Ford engineers spent 3 hours looking over the Doyle's rotary engine. No promises from Ford yet, but a company spokesman says their engineers were impressed. And now, the Doyle family's little engine might be onto something big.
It'd just be a neat neat thing to go down in history knowing that you've helped the world somehow. That would just be incredible. What could be better than that?
In Red Oak, Texas, Dan Goldstein, Energy Now.